¿Qué pasa, mi gente? Soy yo, Becky. Espero que todos estén bien. Quería empezar en expresar que en este video voy a hablar sobre unas cosas muy importantes para mí y se siente más natural hablando sobre estas cosas en inglés, pero voy a asegurar que después de este video traducimos todo en español para que ustedes puedan entender perfectamente de lo que estoy hablando y también ser parte de esta conversación, porque siento que es muy importante para nuestra comunidad. So with that said, hi guys, it's me, B. I just wanted to address a couple of things with you guys. Starting with the obvious, there are some projects in the pipeline, upcoming releases that have yet to be announced, and some releases that are already out with some very dear friends of mine that I love so much and that I support. And I wanted to make this video to just be 100% transparent with you guys, because I feel that that's something that I've strived to do since the very beginning. And while it is inevitable that I will continue creating, working, and releasing projects that I love, I have made the conscious decision to not promote things the usual way. Because in my heart, it doesn't feel right. 2020 almost felt like a joke at first, but 6 months in, it's asking us to wake the fuck up. I've read, cried, watched, listened, reflected, and cried some more. And as an artist, to feel and find ways to express ourselves is such a blessing. To feel everything is better than to feel nothing at all, even if at times it feels like we are drowning. And that's where I've been. And as a human, I feel it's my responsibility to use the platform that I have to address and act on these emotions. I feel in my heart that my responsibility is so much greater than to just shut up and sing. 2020 felt like the final sprint to the finish line. Everyone was saying it. 2020 is my year. 2020 is going to be the one. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But instead, it's proven to be part of a much larger marathon. Nipsey was not fucking around when he said the marathon continues. For real change, this isn't about how fast we get to the finish line. It's about ensuring that we all make it there together. In the next few days, weeks, and even months ahead, we have to do so much more. We have to do better than just hashtags and tapping through Instagram stories. I think we have to not only have these online conversations, but also have these very important offline conversations with each other, the really uncomfortable ones, to correct ourselves when it's necessary, to hold ourselves and others accountable, and most importantly, educate one another. I believe that we needed something like this year to check us and remind us that there are some things that are far more important in this life. Our health, our families, human respect, and justice for all. As a society, living through a pandemic is new. COVID-19 is very new. But regardless of quarantine efforts, when I'm in quarantine watching the news, the percentages of infected individuals is much greater when it comes to the minority communities. Doesn't take a genius to figure out why. Because it is not new that in this country, the racism and discrimination towards our Black and brown communities exists. It's embedded in our healthcare systems, our education systems, in our entertainment industries, our government, and all over corporate America. In the past few years, the race war against our brown and Black people has only been amplified. And it's been amplified by leaders in power positions inspiring nothing but hate. Telling the world that we are nothing but thugs, when we are indeed the backbone of this country. The brown who had their land stolen from them, and the Black who were stolen from their land deserve so much more. All lives can't matter until Black lives matter. You can't say all lives matter if you're okay with the fact that Black men, women, and children have been and are still being killed for the color of their skin. You can't declare all lives matter when innocent children are dying in cages, families are being torn apart, and women are being raped and have gone missing from places that are supposed to keep them safe. As I even reflect on our own Latin community, it is with such a heavy heart that I acknowledge that while we stand with our Black brothers and sisters, we also discriminate against our own of darker skin complexions. So it's time to show up and be there for one another, because this is our fight too. If you are not Black, you will never know what it's like to be Black in America. But that doesn't mean that we don't have a responsibility to fight for what's right when you know that something is wrong. We can't change unless we all first acknowledge that there are some serious problems in this country, and then dedicate ourselves to finding the solutions that we need for these problems. Look, I know that the idea of helping the world when you are just one person feels extremely daunting and so overwhelming. However, I promise you that if we start in our own homes, within our four walls, with our children, and expand into our communities, together we can create opportunities and inspire change. That's why this alliance, this unity, is so important. That alliance and that unity gives our communities the power. And that's what they don't want. We have to do better. And I am determined. I'm determined to inspire change, the change that we need so badly. And along with my team and my loved ones, I am promising that my actions and the way that I conduct myself as an artist moving forward will always align with my values as a human and with what I believe in. I thank God every day that I wake up to see the light of a new day. I thank God that my family is safe and have a roof over their heads. and that they are okay. But you have to acknowledge that that's not everyone's reality. If you feel anything with what's going on right now, upset, frustrated, heartbroken, hurt, I ask you to act on it. Be about it. Talk about it. Because until we do that, we will not see change. And I thank every single person who has ever supported me and who has ever believed in me. Because you guys are the ones that have blessed me with such an incredible platform to talk about shit that really matters. If you're watching this video and you feel alone, just know I'm right here with you. I've got nothing but love in my heart and nothing but fight in me to fight for what's right.